What's happening, Brett?
Hello, everybody.
Did you say you wanted drinks?
Yeah.
As you're watching Bad Boys TV, hello, some guy. Must be some guy from Canada with an avatar like that. We've got a men's silver division match for you here. This is on the one-loss side. This is Josh Moraga at the table. They just broke the first game. They didn't realize that I was getting all our equipment set up and ready to play. And his opponent, who's coming to the table now, is Nick Harrison.
Brett, you want a drink? Who's who out there? Nick and... Yeah, I don't care up to you. I just order drinks.
Okay. Do you have me one?
No, she just...
That's nice.
Yeah, Dr. Uncle. Back up here. Who's who out there?
Brett's guy.
Oh. Nick. This is Nick. And the other guy is who? Josh.
Josh is at the table right now.
Huh? Yeah. Yep. So we get you now, Nick. You're in trouble, bud. Hello, everybody.
Paul Sapp in the booth with me.
Mr. Brett Baker over there. And we've got Josh and Nick. Josh Moraga, Nick Harrison. And,
I'll give our little picture-in-picture on table number 3 in case somebody's got friends or family over there.
who's up there?
I don't know.
Well, let's just get a score sheet. Hang tight. No, grab the score sheet.
Don't know. Well, he came a little farther than he wanted, but he's okay. He can shoot this 5. Go one rail up. Get 3. Oh, he rattled that 5, but he has totally hooked him.
That's all got. Travis time. Plug in. There was one right here. Find one? There was one right here somewhere. This one right here? Oh, right here. Look. What's your place on?
All right.
Okay. So
Josh looks like he might be able to masse around. That 3 and get the 12, but he's not really looking at that. He's looking more at a kick, I think. So. Okay, it's up there in the corner in our picture-in-picture. Gentleman at the table is Matt Person, and he is playing Ramil Oregas. We had Ramil on the table during the Scotch doubles.
what happened? Did you say? What you say? Emil?
Oregas?
And he played the Scotch?
Yeah, we had him on the stream table in the Scotch doubles, so kind of seen him play.
Okay, let's get back here, see what we got here. Shut there, Josh has kicked into that, huh?
Yeah, Josh was able to kick in the 12, so now he's got the 14.
Yeah. Shoot stop maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe just bring it back a little bit.
Shoot stop.
Now you can shoot and stop again. Hey, look, our drinks are here.
Woohoo!
Or it's like giraffe and squeeze it here.
Thank you, darling.
Nice. Dark.
Right on the money, babe.
Let me
Next.
give you guys a couple napkins.
Thank you.
Let me give you one. Alright, and now you guys playing together or separate?
Just make it all together.
You got it?
125.
Thank you, sir. What's come due?
11.25.
Oh.
Alright. Change for you.
No, you keep that.
Okay.
Thank you very
Alright,
much.
now good luck, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Brett.
Hey,
Next round, you know.
I know how you are.
You know how that works. Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's outrunning.
Oh, that was fast, wasn't it? Look at this.
Uh-oh. He's got himself kind of hooked
Yes,
in.
yeah, he did. He called for the kick right quick. Yeah, that's proper. Oh, no. Don't drop. Plop.
Well, that's a gift for Josh.
Some guy says hi. He's got the big Canadian flag. Where
I
you
said
from there, Canadian boy?
I just said he must be some guy from Canada.
Some guy from Canada.
Snooker, he's one of our regulars.
Where's Snooker from?
Not from America, that's all.
That's pretty funny. Some guy. Hi, some guy from Canada.
He might be from America because he can't smell snooker. We can't even spell it here, though.
13 watching. Got no likes. Get those likes up there. What's the
Oh,
scoop?
my goodness, we have two. What are you
Come
talking about?
on. 3. Let's get those likes happening, guys. That's what makes this all free to you. More likes, the more the sponsors like it.
I'll tell these people, if you don't want to hit the like button, that's okay. Just send us your credit card information. You obviously would rather have pay-per-view.
It's north is
Right,
Snooker lives north of Seattle. Ah,
Oh, well, snooker should be here then.
yeah. Gee, I drove down from Vancouver, Canada. From BC, eh? So in my pool, like BC, eh?
Yeah.
EH. Just thought I'd
That's why I
plug
can.
that.
That's why I can never find it because
Just thought I'd plug that there, you know.
I can't even spell A.
Oh, the Muppet Swing Shift. I remember that guy. That was like the greatest show, boy, the Muppet Show, because you could watch that when you were a little kid and thought it was cool, and
The Muppets.
once you got older, you just have a little,
Uh,
and then it was real cool again. So it was a great show.
Man. Got a kid in a classroom that I teach in a lot back home. He's special needs, you know, and he loves to put on the chef hat and the apron. It looks just like the guy. And I told him, I said, hey, you look like just like the sheriff and the chef on the Muppets. And oh my God, he started talking. He talked just like him. I said, well, there you go. That's what you need to be for Halloween. Oh yeah, he had it down. You could tell he had watched it many, many times.
And Kermit the Frog here. Here in the Muppet BadBoys production.
Totally willing to pay for the stream.
No,
What?
you don't have to pay. All you gotta do is hit the like button. Hit the like button.
What do you mean? Get
It's
like a-
free. It's better price.
Get like a Chrome stick, and then you just cast it up on your TV. Anyway, that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, you guys still have those Chrome sticks?
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of those, but then now we have all our.
Of course, everybody now is doing the.
It comes through TELUS now through the optic TV.
Oh.
We get
Oh,
all this,
okay.
Like Netflix and all that stuff. What comes through that now?
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of the Muppets plays on the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
Which one?
Beaker Humanin.
Beaker. Oh, that's bad, but it's funny.
Yeah, he's a Swedish guy, Beaker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or the Humanin there.
He's from
Mika?
Finland. Finland, I think.
Finland. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Finland. Oh, I see. Yeah. You know what I like about rum and coke?
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was a nice thread.
It would have helped you make that ball or what? No.
No, what I like about rum and coke is pretty much everything.
You would not get along with my wife at all because you guys would be drinking each other's rum.
No, I just drink mine because I would just have lots of it.
She's always walking, why is the rum always gone? I'm like, I like rum, but I like you too, and I don't drink your rum.
Kind of rum does she drink?
She loves the Kraken.
Yeah, no, Kraken is pretty good.
And she'll drink just about any spiced rum. She likes the spiced rum real well.
Yeah, that's a girly drink.
Coconut rum is probably her favorite.
Oh, that's a good one too. The Malibu. The booze stuff. And that's good stuff.
She likes the 90 proof coconut rum, not the liqueur coconut rum. She's made that very clear when I go to the liquor store.
Captain Morgan's makes a Malibu mix or something. It's just a coconut dark rum or something like that. Can't remember. That's all I know is good.
Well, Brian, we're very happy that you've been here and you're enjoying it.
Yep.
We enjoy bringing it to you.
We got 6 lights. Come on, 20 people. I need 10. Come on, let's go. Stroth rum. What's Stroth rum? Never had that one. I drink rum through a Stroth.
Stro rum.
I'm drinking rum through a Stroth right now. Hear it? Listen. Yep. It's rum through a Stroth. I mean, straw.
Well, let's see.
Back to the game.
Yeah, we don't want to totally forget that we're commentating
So we
pool,
got,
not commentating drinking. Oh,
Josh is up. He's winning 1-0.
you better behave yourself. Here comes the boss lady.
Oh boy. She's driving. I'm not worried.
Hey,
what's he doing there?
your secret's good with me. I'll just tell her it's Diet Pepsi.
It is.
I bought you a Diet Pepsi. If they put rum in it, it wasn't my fault.
Oh, he needs to come a little further. Oh. I think you can see enough for the combo, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Gee, boy, that looks
He's
tight,
not.
though. Does he look enough for the combo? Do you think he can pick that?
No.
I think he's a little Massey. Mike Massey. Massey on that one. You need a Massey Ferguson. Where'd she go?
A paratrooper. Oh, she left. Nick's always been a bit of a paratrooper. I like that. I'm going to have to call some of my buddies that jump up on every shot. Hey, you're a paratrooper.
Paratrooper.
Yeah,
that is a good one. Yeah,
yes.
I think he's going to get by here, didn't he? I couldn't even tell that was his ball there. Boy, I got to look at the screen harder.
Well, if you just joined us and you haven't heard the news today, the American Mosconi Cup team was chosen today. First pick was Skylar Woodward, followed by Dennis Hatch. Right after that this morning was Billy Thorpe. And then this afternoon, pick number 4 was Shane Van Boning. And rounding out number 5 was Oscar Dominguez.
Oh, that's it.
So it's Sky, Billy, Dennis, Shane, and Oscar. A little different look than we've had in the last couple of years. So I think Dennis and Oscar played on the team the last time we won. Could be why they're back. That and they're playing a really good pool.
No Earl Strickland there, Brian. Come on.
No. This is not the 90s anymore. Earl. People only want to see Earl on there for entertainment value, not for the pool value.
I didn't want to say anything, but now that you mentioned it, I was going to say, it's not WWF.
He's kind of become a circus act.
Yeah, kind of become.
Let's put it this way. The 5 guys that were chosen will all gamble with Earl. Some of them have. There just wasn't room for his ass weights on the bench. That is just, oh my God. If you haven't seen the Joe Rogan imitation of Earl on YouTube.
I haven't.
Type in Joe Rogan does Earl Strickland. Oh, it is the most hilarious thing you've ever seen.
Oh, is that right?
And in there, he talks about, Earl's pads all over his arm and everything. He goes, "What's next? Ass weights?" And it was about 6 months ago. Somebody sent us a picture. He was in. They go, "Oh my God, look at it!" And he was wearing these weights around his waist, and he had weights at the top of his ass. And it was like, "Oh my God, look at this ass weights!"
Jeez.
All right, so Josh is
Josh is on a roll here.
He's off to a good start. All he has to do is roll this 8 in for a 2-0 lead.
And it looks like ba-boom.
And he did it.
In the belly. In the belly. Yeah, of course, Earl's got some skills. You don't sort of lose.
He still has skills, but he's not the young Earl that he once was. In fact, he told me, he said that he can't make any money gambling anymore because he has to match up to the old Earl. And he said, "I just can't play that speed anymore."
Or that quiet.
I don't know that he was ever quiet.
Yeah, no, I think we need a Team Canada. Matter of fact, I think I would be involved in sponsoring a Team Canada. And yes, you heard it here first, live from Snoqualmie Casino, Issaquah, Washington.
I think people are going to like the new captain. I think Joe Rogan is tough as a woodpecker.
Tough as woodpecker lips.
Joe Rogan would make a good Mosconi Cup captain. He'd keep them loose.
Oh, and there's a 10 ball.
All right, we got a ball down.
And he's got a few shots.
Well, I don't know that he's got a shot at a stripe, but
Well, I don't think he's seen a stripe.
I think he's looking at solids of this,
He's
right?
the 11, that's it.
And good, this is not a take what you make tournament.
No. Do they actually play that anymore?
Sometimes they do. Darren Appleton's tours take what you make.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So if nobody makes something on the break, is it still friends though? Or do you have to shoot one straight in?
What do you mean?
Can I shoot a high ball onto a low?
Oh,
Still that way,
like,
or no?
yeah, I think you can. I'm not sure.
Good question, wasn't
He
it?
changed a bunch of rules, so and I don't officiate. I'm not really in, but I know he did it. Take what you make. Let's see. They've got a box that you can't break out of. He changed a bunch of rules. That's why there's a couple players that don't play on that tour. Yeah, they won't. They don't play. Kind of like the #1 player in this country. He doesn't.
Cheney boy?
Yeah.
Oh, he picked
Oh,
off that.
I'm not sure.
6 on the way. It was at the 7. I keep mixing.
I'm
it
not
up
sure if he
again.
did that on purpose.
No, he was going dead for the 3, I think, straight in. Yeah, we're looking on the replay. Look. See?
All right, so Nick's coming to the table.
He didn't adjust for the juice.
He's got this 15. He could go in and break out the 12-13 for
Yeah,
this.
pumps it.
Oh, he came back a little too far.
And he's back stuck with that 11 on the back ugly rail.
Ooh.
He's going to bank that.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to try to bank this 14.
Belly.
Very nice shot. Okay, he's got the 9.
Nine.
With a nice angle, he
Might
can
be
go
able to
into those
break that
again.
out. Yeah. Push them right along, too. That's a nice nice one there if he gets this.
Just stun it over.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm not going to fault him there. At least he made the 9.
Well, if he gets real lucky, I wonder if that call will go off the 8 or no? That might go off the 8 inside. Or is it clear
You
of the
can't.
8?
You can't tell on the monitor. No, I'm going to say no, but
It's tough to tell, hey? That's what you got to realize here when we're talking about these games. Is we can't always.
You have to realize. You have to realize they're looking on TV at home, so 70-inch stick.
I will think.
I love it when Q-Tech dropped Earl. He said, "Well, their cues were holding me back for years," and I'm thinking, well, they never held Allison Fisher back, and they sure haven't destroyed Shane Van Boning's career.
Is that who does Shane? Is Q-Tech?
Yeah.
You know, I first used to start. I think they're made in Quebec, actually. I think years ago. I don't know if they still are.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a fiberglass company. But what we sort of didn't like about them was your hands always got gooey on them.
Right. I didn't really like the coating on the shaft, but
that's what we found.
but they do hit good.
It forces you to wear a glove.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what I found with them.
And I don't think Shane's has that because his get. I mean, well, he wears a glove anyway, but
He's probably got his licked and waxed and every other damn thing. Like, come on. But I remember using those things, and I tell you what the big sales pitch on those was, because I'm originally from the East Coast, and the big sales pitch was they don't warp in your trunk in all the cold weather. You go from a minus 20 and bring it inside the building, which is 70, 75 degrees, and it wouldn't warp and go to shape on you and stuff. That's what the big thing was, I think.
yes, OB is one of our sponsors. I do not use an OB. Rick Jones exclusively. Well, he's got a Mucci butt with an OB shaft, and then he's got an OB brake cue.
Oh, is that
And,
right?
yeah.
So Q-Tech knows about that shaft, eh?
Yeah,
See, an
okay, yeah, the 360. And that's what Shane shoots with is the
There you
R360.
go. Yeah, so what I was telling was legitimate, because we used to have those Q-Techs quite a bit. They're a big seller in the Maritimes. Years ago. That was back in the late 80s, I believe.
I used to have a
late 80s,
Q-Tech brake jump
early
cue
90s.
that played pretty good.
They're fairly stiff, eh?
Just recently, Shane posted that he broke his shaft that he'd been using for years, and he was crushed. It just kind of split up near the ferrule, just broke off up there, and he said he'd won over $1 million with that shaft. He was really gonna. He goes, I'm really gonna miss it. And somebody suggested that maybe he, put it in a museum or something, but
Yeah.
but he bought. Or he
Nice
didn't
leaf.
buy, but
Look at that leaf. Look at that leaf Josh just did you.
that's
Watch
awesome.
on the replay.
It's
Look at
awesome.
this. Look at this.
But
There, suck back.
still has the
Look at that.
7-ball. Or no, let's see.
No, he's-
Nick's shooting the stripes, and I think he can see this 12.
he can. And make it maybe. Yep. And tap. Oh. Swing and a miss.
But Shane was saying, that Q-Tech sent him one of their new shafts. And, he kind of thought, it's going to take him 6 months to get used to it. But he said he loves it. He's playing the best pool of his life. He entered like 6 tournaments and won 4 of them, took second in 2 of them or something. It was like just insane. So he was really, really loving the new shaft that they came out with.
Well, Josh is coming up here, is it? And he's been left a bank or a 2-ball way over there. All right, it's a fine cut. I think you did the mass A into that cut there, but you're talking down into trick shots almost there.
Kind of like banking the 6 here. Just
That's it. He's going to do back that 6.
gonna have to shorten it up a little bit, but you can do
He's
that
going
on
to
the
have to watch
diamond.
his weight on this one because he can be right back where he was almost. See? And almost have nothing again. Well, no, he's going to have the 7 maybe a better cut this time.
The 2 is gonna be his treble ball here.
Oh! Can feel the pain there. Well, what do you think, cutter bank?
Oh, you cut this in.
Cut this in. Cue ball comes out the back. You got to cut it in off a firm. You got to get down here like he's talking. Well, he's
Well,
banking.
he's banking. Maybe he can cross it.
He's banking, I think so. He's going to need that cue ball over there. Like that.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he could hold the cue ball there. Take your time there, buddy.
This is top gear and smoke it.
Come 2 rails. Boom,
Boom,
2.
boom, boom. Oh, oh,
Whoa, baby.
oh, oh,
Whoa.
oh. There we go. He's fine.
Okay, he's fine.
He's fine.
All right, we got a match now.
Boom. There we
Nick
go.
comes back and cuts the
2-1.
lead in half.
That's a lead and a half. I always thought that's sort of not a very fair saying to the guy that's up 2 games and just 1 game. It's like half his lead's gone.
Yeah, that's right.
I just thought that was a mean sort of.
Got
You hear that all the
got
time.
half your barrels back.
Well, in hockey, you hear that all the time. You know, it's 2-0. Oh, we got to go. Well, that cuts the lead in half.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it does, but you know.
Hope they live stream the Mosconi Cup. Yeah, Matchroom does. Usually it's on ESPN 3. They were doing it the last couple of years. You realize those aren't candy, right?
What?
She's always bringing them to you. It's like,
Throat lozenges. I got some.
got a sore throat. Got a sore throat, do you?
Well, that smoke up in Canada, boy, both our throats were just raw.
Smoke. You guys didn't know what smoke was.
Smoke.
Come down to Southern Oregon, you want to see smoke.
Oh, listen. Doesn't matter. It's smoky. I saw Oregon, but you didn't see what we were living in either. It was brutal. The only picture you saw was that one little fire that I watched start when I was out in the lake. We were out in the lake boating, and we watched fire starting outside the hill. And then, boy, it didn't take long. That was the size of a football field. Someone's calling for a ref.
Somebody's calling for a ref. Is there one in the room? Oh,
Yeah,
there goes Dwayne.
I don't see Bill. Bill must have left, did he?
I think he probably, yeah, he was here early this morning, so.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have brekkie. So. Is this a B-side silver match? Absolutely not. This is the all-first rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a B-side.
It's not B, is it? No.
Yeah, it's on the one-loss side.
How'd they get that already? I'm sorry. I guess it is. Oh, the other one I was looking
How'd we
at.
get that already? Well, the tournament
No, 'cause
started like 5 hours ago,
Yeah,
4
but I was
hours
looking
ago.
at table 3, which is still a A-side match. The other one we go, that little one up in the corner? That's
Okay,
A-side.
see, that's how bad we are.
Well, that's nothing. How
That's
far
like-
away is that? What is those mountains? How far
No,
away
those
are
are trees. The mountains, you can't see the mountains back
Well,
there.
how far away are those trees?
Oh, like 100 yards.
Okay, I'll tell you how far. You know the lake in Penticton there,
Yeah,
right?
couldn't see behind.
It ended there. You didn't see anything.
Yeah,
There's no scenery. I didn't show you those pictures.
couldn't see across the
No,
the
gosh.
lake.
You know my street, Pumpkin Place there? Okay, end of the street. That's it.
That was
It
pretty bad,
But
too.
it always was like that, honestly, for about 2 or 3 days. All the rest of the time, just like a fog.
Saw blue sky for 1 day before I came up here since I returned from Las Vegas.
Okay, July 8th, the snow.
The snow.
The smoke came in July 8th.
It snowed in Canada,
We
July.
had 2 clear days from July 8th to when I came here on
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah,
Went to
you guys-
Vancouver on Friday. That's
It's
how
been-
bad it was.
yeah,
It was brutal.
Been bad.
Oh, and it was disgusting too. I mean, you go boating and your boat's just, you get out in your bathing suit and you go down there and you're just covered in ash. It's brutal.
I'll give you some free advice. Don't run your car through a car wash if it's got ash all over it.
No, that's not a good thing to do at all. And so that's
So many people do that. And they
No, bad news. I was
hose
going
it
to mention
off
it because
first.
my boat, when it was full of ash, it was just worse when you get out there on the lake and spray hit it. Ugh. Now it's just like goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, scratch the paint. We will have some gold division matches too. Right now, we're not really choosing. It's just whatever the computer threw up on the table. We starting tomorrow. We'll probably start choosing some matches. Get you some winter side. We'll have some gold, some silver. Make sure we bring you the hot seat matches. We try to guard against watching the same players every single tournament. I'm sure these guys' friends at their home bar and their family are thrilled to death that they are on the stream table.
Yeah.
Toshi says it's like watching paint dry.
Oh, really?
Come on, Toshi, I never said anything like that when you were on the stream table yesterday. Come on. I did say you'd been playing pool for 150 years.
I saw him getting upset.
Oh, there's your question right there. What kind of grass? Let Paul handle that question.
My package from Colombia. Bum, bum, bum. Wow.
Well,
That wasn't a happy.
that's a dilemma.
That wasn't a happy well. It's a hole in the ground with water in it. Well, that's not a happy leave there at all. Oh, true. So what are you going to do here, Brett? Walk the giraffe and pitch the elephant?
Yeah. Probably try not to get there.
That's a ugly little leaf. Think you can take that off that one? I don't think so. One off
I'm
the rail,
like, could he
off the
come off
six.
the edge and like try to
Jeez.
leave him behind the 13? But I don't know that he can do that.
No, he can do that. That 8 is just right there, so that might mess everything up.
Push that 14 over and try to mess up the 1 and 6 and leave him behind the 8, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. I think see, now here's me. I'm one of those, try a little goofy trick shot type of thing. Cue ball off the 1, go into the combo. Or send the 1 off the rail into the, what is that, 7 ball? Is that 7 down that end or 6 at that end?
That's a 6 down at the opposite end. The 7 is down here at our end. See, the 6 is still green. It's always been green.
Slime green.
The 7 is the only one that changed colors.
7's almost the same color as the cloth in these things, huh?
Yeah. But boy, on a green cloth, that 7 ball
Well, I'm sure it must pop.
pops right. I mean, all these balls are just amazing when you... Oh, you got your phone on the deaf setting, huh? Call him the Glacier. Gosh, I hope it's not a... I hope it's not because of the speed that he plays at. Oof. Yeah, somebody needs to give Rick Jones a spelling lesson.
Rick's telling them, hey, be nice.
Spell here wrong.
Right here.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
overjuice that ball a little bit. I think these two guys are a little bit nervous about playing on the... They didn't know they were on the stream table until...
We told them.
well, we walked over and said, which one are you? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
What?
Oh, why? Why'd
Why,
you need to know that?
why do you need to know?
Because we got you live.
Yeah, I think... they didn't seek fame, it was thrust upon them.
Thrust upon them. They're not the droids you're looking for.
I think he's trying to kick
Kicking the
this
bum.
in. Oh.
Ooh, we almost kicked it inside. He called the corner.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was trying to kick it down in the corner, but boy,
Let's make that design.
a little softer speed, that probably went.
So Josh got the little cute combo here. It's a tad cut. That's
Yeah.
all he needs. Almost shoot that straight on. You know, that's almost straight on. I think it might even
People
be
tend to
straight.
overcut these.
That's what happens exactly as I was saying. It's almost looks like it's almost straight on from here. I just can't quite tell if that would hit enough of that too to tap it over if he went straight on. But it looks pretty close. And the other way, which he's looking at now, he's got the cut. I think I'd do that. I'd go for that one too. Go for the combo, sure. Why not?
Well, you're on it. You're going to have to, you'd have to get back on it. It's not an easy shot, but it's probably easier than anything else.
Well, his other ball's blocking the pocket down there. He's in.
There it goes.
And he's still in. Oh,
I think the six, yeah, I think the six goes in this
Comes down here in the corner.
lower left corner, or
Yeah.
uptown or crosstown, like you say, or whatever.
Downtown with the frown.
If it goes in, he ain't frowning, I'm telling you.
Jeez, what's he doing? He's calling the other corner. He doesn't like this corner.
Oh, Sophia's back.
Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Rick Jones. You better be hitting the like button.
Yeah.
Another time.
Yeah, Rick Jones better pick the like button.
37 watching, 36. Okay, get back on there. 36 watching. Come on, guys. We need 19 likes on there. Come on.
No, we need every single one of them. We need 30s.
Skill levels of silver is a Fargo rating of a 5.
In this tournament, it was 576 or below.
Down.
What we did is we took the singles entries. We took the top half and made them the gold division. We took the bottom half of the Fargo ratings and made them the silver division.
Hey, Lauren.
Not sure what these guys' Fargo rate is.
Hey, yeah, I'm just on live streaming on BadBoys. Hey, I was just phoning you. Did you ever hear back from that guy who wanted to sell his table with his rail? Yeah. Cool, because I might have use. Okay. The other two tails, my other question.
Came up a little short, but I think he can, a little low right,
Okay, I need a lead cut top.
come off that top rail up there and come back for the 8.
Right. That's That's what I thought.
Well, he tried to go 2 rails. Pocket got in the way. He's called the bank cross side.
Right.
Yeah, 576 and below was the silver. 577 and above was the gold.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Let me know as soon as possible. I got a customer that really wants it because they're over in Courtney, and they want me to
Don't
deliver
go
the table
here.
over there because
Uh-oh.
they're about to start pooling.
All right, so Nick will take that gift.
I got a table. I just need a top.
That ties us up at 2.
All right, thanks. I gotta go. All right, thanks. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, a little unfortunate there.
Yeah, he called it 1 rail and it
Went
Z-banked back and went in 2.
Just walk down the other end and get the.
So we're 2-2. You know, you should have jumped on Lauren there. If he was watching our stream, he would have known you were busy and wouldn't have called you.
Yeah, he's not watching.
Apparently. You got to get on him. How come he doesn't have our stream up in his pool?
He's not at the pool hall. One thing.
All his customers want to be watching.
BadBoysBP.com.
For all your tournament needs.
And check out the new Bad Boys shirts. Whoa, they rock. They're so cool. That's the ultimate team gear stuff they have.
Yep, I will be wearing mine tomorrow.
Yeah, they are great.
Comfy.
Yep. All us referees got them this year. If you were down in Vegas, you would have seen all the referees wearing the new ultimate team gear. Sort of a gray and black stripe as opposed to the black and white stripes. What's cool about these shirts is all these stuff is dyed into it or printed in. It's not embroidered and it's not a the stencil type transfer type.
Absolutely amazing what they can do with shirts. And
yeah, they're really nice. So.
you know, it's funny. I was watching some professional pool on YouTube, and a friend of mine who's not a pool player, he's watching, he kind of has this weird look on his face. He goes, "Why are these guys wearing bass fishing shirts?" And I said, "What? What do you mean bass fishing shirts?" I said, "That's Universal Team Gear." And he goes, "No, that's
Ultimate
what
team gear. Yeah.
I go, "They're Ultimate Team Gear." He goes, "Well, that's what the bass fishermen wear." And I said, "You're kidding." So I actually turned on bass fishing just so I could see what. Sure enough, they're wearing Ultimate Team Gear shirts.
Yeah, that the darts. They're big with darts. And the Mosconi Cup.
NASCAR. They're good, big with NASCAR.
Yeah. They're kind of nice material, nice and light. They're great to play pool in because they sort of don't, jam you up in the sleeves and the neck, the armpits and the neck and stuff. Everything moves really nice on these shirts. So, if you go to my website, www.bcehpool.com, you'll see the Canadian versions of things. bcapool.com.
They have Universal Team Gear Canadian versions.
Yeah, well, we have the Canadian generic shirt, and then now my league, BCA Pool, has the blue ones. Really nice blue. We picked Simona's blue type of thing, and some sort of Canadian leaves sort of all over it, the maple leaf, and then, of course, BCA Pool across the back. So, yeah, they look kind of cool. My whole league is looking at getting them.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like Waco.
All 4 of you, huh?
Yeah, all 350 of us. Or more, it depends what we end up with this year.
That's great.
I know in the next week or two.
And for those league members watching, Paul's buying them for you. He's paying. So
Yeah, it's a Paul does. Yeah, he's like that. Actually, our league is getting a fantastic deal. They're getting them at cost. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and tease the other leagues into buying them. We got the best looking league out there. Well, we had the best looking league without the shirts because I'm in the league, so what makes a difference?
I was going to say, you quit?
Come on. Think about it. Think what you're saying.
Okay, so Josh is a 434 and Nick is a 472. Thank you, Chris White. Appreciate that. I guess I could have whipped up my phone, typed in some names, but well, that would make Nick a bit of a favorite in this match, but so far he hasn't.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been my experience from running the events up in Canada there with the Fargo that it really doesn't make much of a difference till there. Depends on the robust, of course. I shouldn't say that.
Well, yes, yeah.
But you've got to have a difference pretty much of a 50
Yeah.
or 60 to really start telling the difference in the talent. At this point in time, now, don't get me wrong, the problem is that everybody hasn't played much Fargo yet, and also it depends on how you got your Fargo rating at this point in time. You know, was it from your old stats? Was it from an event from Vegas? Was it an event from Lincoln City? Depends on how you're getting that rating. So, of course, who you're playing against. So it is a little bit complicated at this point in time. I do feel that if you got a robust of around, we looked at, it's around 300. Once you're above the 300 mark, it seems that you're really pretty close to, it's starting to be true. Way better.
Well, and I think 200 is considered, to be established, and it's
yeah,
not
they
no
say
longer.
that, but that's the problem that we're talking about when we are starting to look at doing tournaments, is that the 200 just isn't quite enough yet. Not yet. Like I say, wait a couple more years.
Well, the more data they get, the better it's going to be.
Oh, totally. I like the whole idea. I don't mind at all. Our league uses a 17-point system, and oddly enough, it comes out really close to the Fargo system, it seems, in our league players. So it's pretty funny.
We were just down in Arizona for the Southwest Regionals, and they have a ton of information on those players down there because Arizona had their own rating system, and so they really knew their players pretty well. They've got a lot of information in Fargo on those players, and we had 6 finals down there. We had the 6 different divisions. All of them went 2 sets in the finals, and 5 out of the 6 went hill in the second set.
Now, were you doing a group on the Fargo, or were you doing you versus me and handicap in the two of us?
It was both, but
we did you play me if you're a 600 and I was a 525, then we would tap that in and come up with the true race.
Right, that's what they.
Man, it was. I must admit.
Like the women had one division, so it was handicapped by Fargo, and I believe they had platinum and gold, and I believe the platinum division was handicapped by Fargo. So.
Yeah. See, what we did was everybody. There's no such thing as division. We just did it all singles. And you could be playing, somebody's a 720 and I'm a 500. Then the race would come up that, they go to 10 and I go to 4. And that type of thing. So it was pretty cool. And first a few people won, but then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to hill. Like the score is all of a sudden it's like 10-3. And, the better player still won, but it was that much closer.
Well, if it's close, the better player is going to be the favorite. But,
sure.
But it gives... the better player has to come in and play good. They can't just walk in, play 75% of their normal game.
No, they have to play the number. They have to play the number.
And what we noticed down there was, especially in the women's division, you had like 3 or 4 players, and it was always, 2 of them were going to be in, of the 4 of them, 2 of them were always going to be in the finals, and the other 2 probably finished like 3rd and 5th or something. And this year we had totally new, it's like, this is the finals of the women, and it's like, I don't even know these 2 girls, Oh, man.
What a drag. It was such a nice little kick.
Yeah, I think he was.
I don't know what he's going to do next, though, because the 3 is, sitting there on the 9. What he's doing next, so.
Well, Josh has got some work to do here.
Yeah, it's not pretty there. He has to definitely use some sort of breakout. Or again, you can start doing the old tap that out of there, call safety, bring that cue ball up here, and let Buddy.
I like what he's looking at here. I think he's going to shoot the 10 and go into the 3. Break those out, and you've got the 11 right there, so you'll have a shot.
Yeah.
There's a time for, there's a time to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think this would be good.
You think? Yeah, well, 6-1. Yeah, he looks like he is going to be aggressive. He's going to take the angle. You have to smash in.
You don't have to smash hard. You just want to get that 3.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Get the 3 just past the 8, and you're good. Well, you got to make the ball. You got to make the ball.
Yeah, what was that shot for shape thing there?
That's right.
Earlier?
Don't sacrifice the shot to get your shape.
Yeah.
He sacrificed the shot to get the break. You got to think about the object ball. You can't just concentrate on the cue ball. Oh, Nick, you've gone a little too far. Well, I guess he can think he can still see it. All right, he could see it.
Belly.
All
Nick
right.
goes ahead.
Nick is taking advantage of some opportunities.
Yep.
Takes a 3-2 lead in this match. Racing to 5.
We have 41 watching. Come on, guys. We need some more likes. Please hit that little like button down there. Give us a thumbs up. You're not talking about us. You're giving a thumbs up. You're giving a thumbs up on this whole streaming scene here. And that's what our sponsors need to see. They need to see those likes. The likes and the share. And who put that thumb down was just me. That must have been Rick did that.
No.
Bum, bum, bum. We have another match after this?
Yeah, there's, let's see, this is the 7 o'clock. There's an 8:30 round.
Whoa.
And a 10 p.m. round. I don't know that I know we'll do one at 8:30. I don't know about 10 p.m.
2 low balls on the break, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 2 lows on the break. Man, that man hits with some power. Boy. Just don't hit the breakout.
I just say whether or not Rick does a 10 p.m. match will determine what time I come in tomorrow.
That's what that is.
Yeah, if he wants me in here at 9 a.m., I am not going to be doing a 10 p.m. match.
Oh, boy, that was a nice attempt on that bank.
Yeah, it came off the point.
Yeah, it's a nice attempt. This man shoots fairly hard, eh?
Well,
it's a big boy.
If you play in bars, the tables aren't always as level as they are here. No. You kind of learn to shoot to where things aren't going to roll off on you.
Well, you got to play the tempo on, though. Who do we got up there in the corner? That's that match there with Ramil and Matt.
Yeah.
That's the one that's on the A side.
I'm not sure what the score is over there.
It's the silver A side. And nice weight, and drop.
Oh, he dropped them both and shape. Look at this.
Shot. Boy, I mess with him. His Fargo rating's going up after that shot. Look at that. It kicked that straight
only if he follows it up and wins.
Bing, bing, bing.
You can make 10 shots like that, but if you dog it at the end, your Fargo rating
So he's got his choice either to go through and go for that little goomer down there or draw back a little teeny bit. Take the 11 in the corner.
You know what I really liked about Fargo, though, is they were collecting info like for the last 8 9 years before people even knew it existed. You know, if you've ever played in a Bad Boys tournament or CSI tournament, where on CTS, all that information was put in there. You know.
Unfortunately, they don't count the Scotch, eh? I wish they
No,
would
they
count.
don't, and I think they could.
That's why I don't have a rating, because all I ever get chances to play Scotch as a referee. You only get
I
to play
think what
one
they should
event,
do with
so
Scotch is for every win, you should get a half, and your partner should get a
something.
half. So you like if you go 6-4, you win 6-4, then you should get 3 games, and your partner should get 3 games. Show that you won 3, lost 2.
Sure. Should be something. I agree. I mean, I play Scotch with Vicky all the time to sort of warm her up when we go down to Vegas, and then of course the referee will only play one event, so we're sort of allowed. They have time for, so I don't get to sort of play. I don't get a rating, but I'll sit at 525 for a while if that's the case.
Well, they're supposed
Man.
hooked himself. They're supposed to start getting league info in there, which I think will really help too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they'd have to take league sort of stuff, though, somewhat with a grain of salt from some leagues, because there's a lot of leagues that are just party leagues.
What?
Excuse me.
Party league?
Yeah.
People party during league?
Yipper.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't take league quite as seriously as I do a tournament.
Like I said, I got the highest average in the league. If you take in my alcohol content, my THC level, I got the highest.
If you count your blood out, he's got the highest rating if you count his blood alcohol. Oh man,
that
looked awful good. I thought he was going to go off the 6, but it just pounded right into it, dead on.
Yeah.
Got a little unlucky there, but it was a good kick. And he hasn't left. I mean, okay, I think I got to start with the 6 here. I'm not really wanting to shoot that 5-7
combo, no.
Or 5-7-4.
5 on the side, 5 in the corner.
Yeah, okay. Play this 6, come across
5
table,
off the,
and then you can play
7.
the 7 in the corner, or I mean 7 in the side.
And cut that straight.
There. Stay. Jeez.
You're messing with that.
Yeah, don't be knocking that 8-ball towards holes. Okay.
Weight shot. Be careful here.
All right, well done. Well done. Hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
Take that 5. Just pop out for the 7 in the side.
And ba-boom. Little touch.
Oh, man.
That was a time shot. It fell just in time.
Time stood still. On
Took
those.
some time falling.
All right.
That's it.
So
He's on the hill.
Nick Harrison is on the hill.
Yeah. Go back on that again. Open that up. Just wait. Go on that color there. I'll just change that to red for a second. Okay, I like that.
Take a.
Open that up again. How do we get that black on there?
Oh, it
That's
just
the background.
it just goes back to it's just the background.
We should be able to change the background on there.
We just did.
No, I mean on the screen you opened up.
Oh.
That's just all blacked out. That's what you want. That's gotten hit. What's that called? The whiteboard?
Yeah.
Right
it's-
click on that. See if that does that do that?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Open it up now again. Let's just see for the fun of it while they're racking. More towards you. bugger.
All right, so Josh needs to stop the bleeding here. He's up 2-0, and he's lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, you can feel the pain there.
Needs to get a good break here. Looks like he's going to go second ball down. Nope, he hit
the first one, didn't
he hit the side of the first ball.
I thought he did too. But it worked. He's fine.
Yeah, he's made a couple balls, and if he's
playing one pocket here,
he's playing one pocket. It was a great break.
Especially if you're playing one pocket was the side, you'd be doing fine.
You know, Corey Dool actually, for a while, was breaking one pocket like that.
Boy.
He either broke and ran out, or broke and got ran out. Oh.
Well, what routes he taking? What do you think? Downtown with a frown.
Well, 12 blocks to 7.
Popped it out.
Yeah.
Now, see me, I'd be splitting that, take that 5 inside, and go off of that, what is that, $14 or something, and kick that 7 downtown.
That's the 6.
That's the 6.
Yeah, and the 15, not the 14 and the 7.
Doing that on purpose now, I think.
I kind of thought you might do.
See if you're paying attention. How many competitors are there for 8-ball in each division?
I believe it was like 46 and 44 when they divided them up.
44 and 1, 46
and Yeah.
There you go, 44 and 46.
You can go to BadBoysBP.com, look at live brackets, and see how many are
Go
winning.
to BadBoysBP.com and look at the live brackets for all your information there. You can find everybody. And you can see
find your
who's
favorite.
Up next.
You can find when your favorite player plays, and you can. Well, it does take you to CTS on demand, Sophia. Yep. We send them to Bad Boys, so we get the hit, and so does CSI.
Sophia's pretty quick on that, you know.
She is, yeah. She's not asleep like.
No. Has she hit like yet? Come on, Sophia, get us some more likes here. We have 51 watching. They need 25, 30 likes. Yeah, that's what our sponsors want to see. And Rick will have to buy us another round of drinks.
What do you mean another one? You didn't buy this one.
Shh, don't tell me that. Don't worry, we'll get a refund.
This one's coming out of my paycheck. What are you talking?
Really? You get paid? God. I'm a helper. Thanks.
There you go. We appreciate that.
Phone up all these other people, though. Probably PM them.
PM.
Tell them to smarten up and hit that big thumbs up, dude.
If you don't hit the thumbs up, we're going to knock on your door and ask you why.
Yeah.
We're going to send the Jehovah's Witnesses over to your house to ask you why you didn't hit the like button on Bad Boy Street.
I had the Jehovah. I have nothing wrong.
Don't try to hide. They know where you live.
They come to my door and they say they're Jehovah's Witnesses. I just try and tell them I didn't see the accident, so I can't help them out.
I didn't
see the accident. So he's going to 3. Boy, he's going to come over and back, I think. Oh, in that belly.
Ooh.
In that belly.
Well.
Yeah, see, I'd be bottom gear.
Tempted here.
I would have been bottom gear, see,
with ball in hand. I'd be tempted here to bank the 15.
Really?
And just stop right there. Well, if you're going to get out, well, when else are you going to get on it? He really can't break it out. Unless he can go up top rail and back down to bump it. But
what about sending that? What is that on the rail right there underneath his hand? What is that?
That's a 14.
Okay, so why not send the 14 up into there, push them around, leave that Draw it way back in. Let Buddy try for that too. He's going to come back into it. That's what he wants to do. See? Same idea.
Yeah, but
My
he just.
idea was use the 14 for that, though.
I
can't lay
like just,
over.
you know what? It's not a hard bank if you got ball in hand. Just set it up. Bam.
Is that cuddled up? That 6?
Now he's got to try to bank the 14.
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking. Yeah, apparently his opponent left. He's looking around for Josh. Like he was going to tell him something, and Josh is gone.
Josh quit. Where'd Josh go?
I don't know. This is odd. I would never leave while my opponent was shooting. Okay, so Josh isn't here, so take ball in hand.
Come on now, you train the refs.
Hey, no. I'm training. I'm going to train Josh. You don't just walk off when your opponent's shooting. Oh, here comes Josh. He was back in the hallway where he doesn't belong.
Went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he got a rail.
That bathroom's not for the players.
Well, he left him snookered.
We need to hire Sophia as like our public relations person. She makes Bad Boys sound a lot more cool than.
You know, I don't know if she's, trying to get a job out of here or something like that, but, thanks anyway, Sophia.
We really appreciate you guys.
You're our road bartender.
She's our road bartender.
Our road bartender.
Mixing drinks.
Nothing better than having a bartender in the car when
Well,
you're
that'd be. Now, see, there's a concept. Now, look, you come up to the desk, you can buy a shirt, get a drink, and go play pool. Sophia, yeah, we can set you up in the booth.
turn this.
Sell them a drink and a shirt. There you go.
Free rum and diet with every Bad Boys Universal Team Gear shirt.
Ultimate team.
Ultimate.
You're getting close, though, right? You're getting better.
Universal, ultimate, whatever. It's a U word.
It's a UTG.
Okay, get your unicorn team shirt.
I'm in. Sophia's in. That's it. She's in. No.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll even put you in a shirt. Oh, nice.
Well, see now that bank. Oh.
Oh, that's just not
Yeah.
fair.
Who saw that following the ball in?
Boy, oh boy.
Hey, don't follow this bank in.
Now, how'd that happen? Let me see. Off there. Kissed off of that ball exactly to fall in there. Come
That's
on.
a trick shot right there.
Totally. I'd like to see him do that again. Set that up.
It's it's one of those.
Yeah, his hands are up in the air. Yeah.
You said there's not a trick shot artist in the world that could pull
Do
off.
that. I want to see you do that again. I'll give you $100 right now.
He looked over at us like what, shaking his head, smiling. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, no.
Hey, it's a little easier to fade a roll like that when you're on the hill.
Yeah. Well, Sophie, any team would have kept up, Keep it vacuum, keep it clean, keep it level.
Well, but that's true, that
True. Any
if
table.
if a room owner's going to buy diamonds, you really need to put the Simonis cloth on them.
Oh, totally, yeah. All my diamond tables have the smallest cloth. Most of them are blue.
I've gone to a couple of bars where they had diamond tables, and then they just put like whatever cheap cloth on it.
No.
They played terrible. They played horrible.
We're streaming table number 1, if you want to know. There, James. This is table 1.
This is table 1, and then our secondary, like the one that's up in the corner where they just finished, that's table 3. Although I told Rick we're gonna have to renumber these when we get to teams, because the computer will schedule teams on tables 1 and 2. not 1 and 3. So if we're going to have a team match, so we're going to have to like change 2 and 3.
3-man team. So how's that work? How many games? What is it? 9? Or?
Probably be a race to 9, I would guess. Yeah.
Well, he's left him way down here. It's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it's a shame to spend all the money on a diamond and then not maintain it. We got somebody who needs a referee. Is there a referee in the room? Oh, there you might have to go. You might have to go over there. The guy in the red shirt on table number 4. He's got glasses on.
Oh. I don't see a referee.
Jump over there. Jump over there.
I have to go do that. I'll be right back.
Oh, Dwayne's on. Dwayne just saw him.
No, there he goes. There he goes, Dwayne.
All right, you got lucky. Well, let's see. We got the 2. You know, if he's sitting right here, I would almost take the 5 right now.
Yeah, look at the skill level.
Because then it opens up.
It's what they're happy with and what they're.
Well, of course, if I'm going to hit it like that, I'm not going to take the 5.
You're not going to take that. And the skill level, don't forget. You know how these guys.
Totally hooked his.
They're worried about shots like that.
Totally hooked his opponent.
Oh, yeah, he left him like nothing. That's a tough one there. Off the rail and just ping by and leave the cue on the back. I don't know. That's a tough. I'd have to stand up.
So Sophia says she doesn't know these guys, but she's rooting for the underdog. You know, and when they first started, Josh did not appear to be the underdog. I mean, he started off really well.
I don't like the pro blue gloves, so I wear yellow safety glasses on the screen. Oh, my. Oh, foul.
Oh, yeah. Well,
major foul.
He was trying to fuzz off the 8, but I think he was going to scratch even if he hit the 8.
I think so, too. Yeah. Ball in hand. 8 balls, same as any other ball. As far as that part goes.
Well, in an event like this, you're going to have questions like that because there's no league affiliation for this tournament. You got APA players, BCA players. You got players that don't. Yeah, but you don't. You got guys that don't play league at all that can play in this tournament. So.
Well. That's one dead soldier there.
And Paul wasn't talking about either of the players, so.
What's wrong, Rick?
Getting into his.
What's wrong? No M&Ms?
Getting into his head now.
Yeah, withdrawals. I heard it now.
Rick is totally out of peanut butter M&Ms. And apparently
rule
Bonnie
number
won't.
1 is never trust a table being level in true rails. I don't know if that's rule number 1. Really? Come on, Tom.
Never trust the table being level.
I don't know if that's rule number 1. I think rule number 1 is get a diamond. Rule number 2 is just get it level and keep it clean.
I don't. For me, rule number 1 was always do not scratch on the brake when you're on the hill.
Yeah.
These tables played true, and we have probably the best table leveler in the country that levels these tables.
Yeah, we're going to put Kenny in the, we were just talking about that, in the Guinness World Book of Records. Rick figures he's leveled 8,000 tables.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. We were trying to figure out, he and I were driving in a car one day trying to figure out how many tables he levels in a year. And,
Rick figures 800.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right. About 800 tables a
But
year.
you'd have to go back, I think, and look when they first started in business, it'd be a bit less. So, you know, I would give them 500 back then.
Yeah.
Because
those
you got to
early
realize
days.
less tournaments plus. Excuse me, Vegas only had, 220 there for a while, not 300. So, you got to. Sorry, Kenny, got to take a little bit away from you. Don't get upset. Yes, I think you probably pretty much hold the record.
Well, I tell you one thing, he leveled my table at my house, and it rolls absolutely perfect.
Oh, just enough clearance on that. I don't know, but I bet you I'm very close up there myself in making the most calls as a referee. And, God, 21 years, I refereed an awful lot. Jeez, I made a lot of calls.
All right, so Josh stays alive. Closes the gap to 4-3.
I think Sophie here heard you.
Always Springs Bay. And Snoqualmie.
Yeah. My record, Brett, I don't know if anybody's beat it. 1 hour, 59 calls. 1 hour.
Man, those people were confused.
60 tables I was doing.
Did nobody know the rules? Or
No, I think it was the Open Division, Vegas, in, I believe, 1999 or 2000, around then. We had to keep track of our calls.
yeah.
You'd have to ask that desk down there. Thanks. I know one event, I made 600 calls. That's a lot of calls.
Yeah, that's staying busy.
Yep, I was a busy boy.
Well, Sophia, if you come down to Snoqualmie, you got to come over and say hi to us.
Yep. Are you coming down here, Sophia? We're here till Sunday. Well,
We're here
Monday.
all week.
59 calls, 1 hour. Yep. Yeah, but Sophia, you have to understand, though, it was back in the day when they had a lot of different rules that were getting changed left and right, and a lot of the calls were because people played in leagues that, they had the patch back in those days. They had, where you had a patch like, your 8-ball. We didn't, but that's what the players were coming from, so I had a lot of them coming over with that stuff, and then, of course, I had definitely a lot of the double hit ones. I don't know if you guys remember years ago, they had the rule if it was a chalk width away, you had jack up on a 45.
Oh, yeah. I think the APA still uses something like that.
See, I went through all that, so therefore you got a lot of questions and a lot of calls you had to go make because of those rules.
Okay, so this is, if they're really close together like that, that's the rule at Derby City is you have to shoot your
45?
cue 45
But
degree.
now is it jacked up straight in the air and still shoot straight on, or is it 45 off to the side?
No, you could, as long as it's 45 degrees, you can shoot straight at it.
Right, yeah.
So I'm out there and I get called to the table and I forget who's playing. Somebody's playing Johnny Archer and I forget who it was. I think it was Corey Dole. And Johnny Archer. And Corey's getting ready to play. And he says, we're playing the 45 degree rule, right? And I said, yeah. And he says, okay. So he jacks up, and I'm just watching his cue to make sure it's 45, at least 45 degrees. And he shoots, and I mean, it's a double hit so bad. It's like, oh. And I just went, legal.
Yeah, you
And Johnny,
you couldn't say good.
Johnny Archer goes, legal? What the heck is that? I go, well, it certainly wasn't good. And Corey just had this like grin on his face. He knew. I mean, they just use it as a and I said, by the rules here, that was a legal shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Johnny was gonna have a seizure. He was like, what do you mean legal? Sophia will be here Friday for women's teams. Yay. Team White on Rice. I love it.
What's he going to do with that? He's putting that in the corner, do you say? No.
Yeah, he's going to play it off
For what?
the 6, I think.
See, he's doing it off the 8.
Oh, he played it off the 8. Well,
It's scary. You could have hit that wrong and popped that 8 right in that corner.
could have, yeah. Well,
but it worked out well for him. Cause
here you go, Nick.
He owns that pocket. But now, you know what? Nick can do that right now. He takes that 4, squirrels over there. You can just go over there. Yeah.
Wow, that was great. He moved both of those balls out of there. That's
one shot.
a great shot.
Totally. That's what you want.
If he can clear these balls, he will get through this match with a win. His tournament experience will continue. See, I would leave that 6 ball till that would have been my last ball. Yeah, he just hit it too hard. Just hit it too hard.
Shoot stop.
Well,
Off the back row.
every shot there was do or die because the 11's sitting right in front of a hole. Looks like we're going to go to Hill.
Well, who predicted that now? Who did that? Oh, my.
Whoa.
Might be going Hill.
Why would you hit that so hard?
I have no idea. See, these guys don't own diamonds. Belly.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gee.
Okay, we'll mark it up now.
Gee. Mark it up before that ball falls.
You guys have seen some good stuff, I bet.
Hill to Hill. One game. Get your bets down,
That's it.
folks.
All down, get them down. Hands
All right,
back
they
to the
do.
table. Spinner winner.
Here we go.
Yes, he hit that very hard. Yep. It is not a bad match at all. I agree.
We don't,
Somebody was whining saying it was really bad. I know, Sophia. We already said yes.
Hill to Hill.
You the one. You got it. Right on the money. Hill. Yeah. And for anybody joining us, we're in northern Washington here in Issaquah, the Snoqualmie Casino. Beautiful location, nice place. Come on down, check it out. We're here till Sunday night. Come down any other time. A little gambling. Tom's taking Nick to win.
Yep, everybody make your picks
All
now.
down, get them down now. I want to hear the I told you so's later on. Hit a like and write it up.
Take Nick to win.
Hit a like and write it up.
Well, he got a nice break.
Oh, that was a great break.
Made 3 stripes
Oh, look at that. Stripe,
and a
solid.
solid. 3 stripes and a solid.
Wow. This was me.
He's got that group of 4 balls right around the rack area that could cause some problems. Yep, Sophia's been rooting for Josh the whole way. Underdog. Are we going to stream Lincoln City or is Vaseline? I haven't heard. I know we put a bid in for it, but I haven't heard who's streaming Lincoln City just yet. We would sure like to.
The other commentator needs a little volume. Which one's the other one? Me or I'm Paul? That's Brett over there.
Which one of us needs more volume?
Is it Brett yelling, or is it me just being so soft? I guess William's not going to tell us.
Okay, well, he's broke those out nice. Let's get rid of this 12. How appropriate would it be to just end this with a break and run?
A run out?
A break and
the
run.
first one of all
It'll be the
games.
first one of the match.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to...
Josh, you've got a long way. If you want to go to... Yeah, that up away. I think you'd look down there. Yeah, totally.
Don't get behind the 6 here.
I need volume? Okay. How's that? Is that any better there, William?
And he got behind the 6.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just got to
See,
move
well,
your microphone in front of your mouth, too.
Well, it is there.
Oh, there, you can hear you now. Shit.
Hello, good
But
evening.
You don't have to eat it. Just
No, I didn't even know it was there.
BadBoysBP.com.
Okay, William, how am I now? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're live here at Snoqualmie Casino. How's that?
Watching Bad Boys TV.
And we're down to a hill match here, and this may be the first break and run, but he's left himself a little bit rude here.
Rude. Down the stretch they come.
William, maybe turn your volume up. Am I in the right speaker or the left?
He says it's better.
Better? Okay.
He says it's better. See,
Cool.
you read better.
It's like way cool. Well, see, Brett's bigger than I am, so he's a bigger voice.
Hardly think so.
What do you mean? Well, what do you think he's going to do, Brett?
Hilla thrilla. Yep, it's.
Hilla.
I think he's going to allow Nick
Back
to
at the
shoot.
table, that's pretty funny. That's, you know.
I think he's going to give
Yes,
Nick.
and I'm sitting here with live comedian Brett Baker here today.
I think Nick's going to be coming to the table after this shot.
Oh, what's he going to do? He's going to hit the rail. Did he call it the side?
I think he did. Or
Oh, yeah, he's saying the side.
Man, he just looked to our side.
Oh, my.
Man, that was close. That was close.
And look at the look at that, eh? Wow.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had any shit.
No, he wouldn't have had that, though. If he would have hit that ball, he would have went downtown.
Man,
he might even have scratched.
Who calls it when you're down on the ball like
pink.
that?
If he would have caught that, that might have went right down the corner even.
Well, let's see if Nick learned anything the last.
Yeah.
Don't
So
slam
Nick-
everything.
Nick needs a heavier cue.
You know,
Think about it, 60-pounder.
man, I tell you, that thing looks like a toothpick in his hands.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, air ball, yeah. That was an air ball.
I kind of like starting with the 7 down here. It's like, you know, just come on.
Yeah, that's a lonely ball. I get rid of that too. I agree.
Come
it's
off,
the ugliest
'cause
ball
you're
on
on
the
the 5.
table.
Well, he's going to
Well,
shoot
he's
it
going
now.
to do that,
He's
then
gonna-
take the 7, I guess. Yeah. I think
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
No, take one out and then get the shape for that.
He's got a nice layout here. He's just got a dot.
And then now see, if he misses, it's a 2-way, right?
Did he miscue? What? I think he must have miscued. I don't know. Wow.
Oh, yeah. That hurt. That was painful. 70. Boyansky went 70 inches long. Yes, you do. When you're playing snooker.
40 counts.
He's playing snooker.
Holy
and
smokes.
Cue ball's at the other end of the table.
You're supposed to take the cues out of your case.
And look at this.
All right.
Boom. Well, all that hard work.
So Sophia's horse is about to cross the finish line here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
She picked him way
She
back.
needs to buy a lot of tickets.
She picked him way back.
There
She
we
said she
go.
liked the underdog, and the
And
underdog
we have a
is
wiener.
Josh Moraga.
Josh won that one. It's a great little match. It was pretty exciting, I thought, for somebody that was wine with some other
Alrighty.
players. But
We
these guys are
should
great to watch.
have another match coming up for you in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Cool. So you got to reboot and come back on or whatever it is.
Yep. Well, you'll have to refresh when we start back up. But, yep, give us about 10 or 15 minutes. We should have another match coming right up.